All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Whatever Sunday means for you, whatever that means that you normally do on your Sunday. I hope you had fun doing it, baby. Real quick, man. Let's not play around with it. Let's talk about these Brooklyn Nets versus the Phoenix Suns. Now we all know Phoenix Suns. This is not the Phoenix Suns of old. This is not the team you discard. The team you lie. Miss Phoenix. No. This Phoenix Suns team is for real, and you better get to know it, or if there'll be some upsets brewing. I promise you, come playoff time. But they also ran up against a juggernaut in itself, the Brooklyn Nets. And the Brooklyn Nets, when you think about what they could be at full strength, is actually really, really scary, man. Today they still wasn't at full strength. No James Harden. But man, there's a monster in Brooklyn that go by the name of KD, and with him not playing his normal, minutes because of injuries and all that, we kind of fall back a little bit and forget just how good this man is. When he is playing, he's efficient. Now, but let's talk about these Suns first, man. They were led tonight by Devin Booker, 36 points, 12 of 24 shooting, 4 of 5 from the three-point line, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. The man had a game. 36 points. The man had a game. Devin Booker is probably the most, if not one of the most underrated superstars in our league. And for some reason, this guy just does not get the respect he deserves. I don't know if it's because he's in Phoenix. I don't know if it's because of their record, whatever. But this guy I'm not saying he is, but he may be the most underrated superstar in the NBA. And he does it on a consistent basis. And this year, the Phoenix Suns decided to get him a little help by the name of Chris Paul. Now, Chris Paul not only had this afternoon, only had 14 points. He was 5-11 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. He wasn't super duper effective, but I don't think the Phoenix Suns, now they brought him up for what he could do and how he could lift a team. And I was actually chatting with someone, not chatting, but it was someone coming in a previous video about the impact Chris Paul has on the game, on a team when he comes, and you can see it. Oklahoma, what he did there. We all know what he did in Lob City. We all know what he did in Houston, and now he in Phoenix, and they're a championship contending team. Not saying they're gonna get there, but they're definitely a contender. You can't write that off. But his numbers wasn't out of this world. But at the same time, you don't need the out of the world number from Chris Paul. You just need him to be Chris Paul and provide that leadership and that mentorship, especially to a guy like Devin Booker. And I think that was a perfect match there, man. Aiden tonight, he's a young stud that's growing into his own. He was 9 of 12. You like to see him take a couple more shots, but hey, can't argue with 20 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Filled up a stat sheet. You gotta love it, right? Aiden, he studied growing. He's a superstar. He's an emerging superstar as well. But he's going through his process. To Bridges gave you 9 tonight, and Bridges gave you 7. Johnson gave you 9. The Phoenix Suns is not nothing to be taken lightly, man. They're a team that goes hard. They play well. They got a great nucleus in Chris Paul and Devin Booker. They can get points. They can score. And that leadership that Chris Paul brings really takes them to another level, as you can see it based off their 42-18 record. That's the Phoenix Suns we're talking about. So forget about the old Phoenix Suns, the new Phoenix Suns. They what it is. But they happen to run into them Brooklyn Nets today. Now, we know the Brooklyn Nets been banged up all year. KD been in and out of the lineup. Kyrie been in and out of the lineup. Injury or personal issue. James Harden still out of the lineup, had a recent setback, which is very, very scary when you think about it, because you want him at full strength. So he probably won't be able to go to the playoffs, but hey, you got Kyrie and KD. How much more do you need? All right. So let's talk about it, man. I want to get into Kevin Durant for a minute, man, because he didn't start today. He came off the bench. He only played 28 minutes. 33 points on your head, just like that. You gotta, let me tell you, you ain't gotta be a fan of Kevin Durant. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. But what this guy can do on a basketball court, the pressure he puts on, the smoothness of his shot, it's something special. The only thing that can really slow that man down is injury. If he can stay healthy, it's scary, man. It is scary. Now, you might not like him off the court. You might not like him for this and that, and that's fine. But Kevin Durant is an absolute beast. And for him to come off the bench and give you 33 and 28 minutes, just doing KD type of things, man, you got to love it. Now, Kyrie Irving, who been playing, you know, who's, well, when he's not dealing with some personal issues, he been playing. And he been kind of holding the fort down for the Nets because, you know, no Harden, no KD. And he didn't slow down tonight either. 34 points. He was 10 of 19, 5 of 7 from the three-point line, 9 of 9 from the free throw line. And also gave you 12 assists, 6 rebounds. What else can you ask from that guy, right? Kyrie is another one. You might not like him off the court. Maybe you do. You know, it seems like he's going to be, you know, personal issue, blah, blah, blah. We don't know. It's not for me to speculate, and I will not speculate. But on the court, Kyrie Irving is that guy, man. And he's never going to stop coming at you. He believes when he touches court, he believes he the best, or if not one of the best on that court. And he comes out to prove it each and every time he lays them up to go ball. So shout out to them. DeAndre Jordan gave you 6. Joe Harris gave you 10. Jeff Green gave you 10. Blake Griffin, who's having somewhat of a career resurgence, gave you 16 tonight. 6 of 9 shooting. The Nets are scary good, man. And the scary thing is like, they're only going to get better when Harden get here. They're only going to get better. So I'm going to sit here right now and say that the Brooklyn Nets, man, at health, they probably are the favorites. It's just what it is. They are the favorites to win the title if everyone's healthy. Now, there's a lot of teams that got something to say about that, including my Lakers. They got something to say about that if healthy. The Clippers got something to say about that. The 76ers got something to say about that. So all these teams got something to say about it. But right now, when everyone's healthy, it's just scary, man. Excuse me. Wow, apologize. But the one thing you're hoping that you can take advantage of if their lack of play sometime on defense. If you can take advantage of that, you can do pretty good. That's your only hope against them. But if KD is healthy doing KD thing, Kyrie doing Kyrie thing, James Harden just out there being whatever they need him to be and being great at it, it's hard to stop him, man. But congratulations to the Brooklyn Nets, 128-119 against a very, very good Phoenix Suns team. Playoff time is on the way, baby. So you see these teams starting to ramp up. You're starting to see some great basketball right now, guys. With that being said, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, man, you guys be good.